Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into a really powerful model for empowering farmers. It's called the Farmer Field School. But here's the thing. We're going to focus on why its most important step, the one that really sets farmers up for long-term success, is so often missed. And really, this quote says it all. The goal is to make farmers experts in their own fields. See, the Farmer Field School, or FFS, isn't about some expert just dropping in and telling farmers what to do. Nope. It's a whole journey designed to help them analyze, experiment, and make their own smart decisions. It's all about building that knowledge and community right from the ground up. So you might be wondering, how does this whole journey actually work? Well, it's laid out in what's called a 4-phase life cycle. You can see it right here. It takes a group from the very beginning, the preparation, all the way to long-term success. Let's walk through it. All right, let's get into it. You know, every great project needs a solid foundation, right? Well, for an FFS group, that foundation gets built piece by piece in the first 2 phases. So phase 1 is what they call groundworking. Think of this as the preparation stage. It's all about listening. Facilitators really dive into the community to figure out what the actual problems and needs are. Then you've got phase 2, group formalization. This is where the rules of the road get made. The group's constitution, its leadership. This is super important because it makes sure the group is strong, fair, and that everyone's protected. Okay, so now we get to phase 3. This is where a lot of the hands-on learning happens. But, and this is a big but, it's also where a lot of groups get stuck. It's what we're calling the graduation sticking point. You see, in phase 3, something amazing happens. Farmers literally become researchers in their own fields. They're out there conducting studies, analyzing their local ecosystem, figuring out what works best for them. They even hold these field days to share what they've learned with everybody else. It's this incredible hands-on learning experience that ends with a big graduation ceremony. And this is it, the big moment, graduation. You can just feel the excitement, right? The group has hit its goal, they've done the work, they've learned so much, and now they've got the certificates to prove it. It really feels like the end of the story. Or is it? What if graduation isn't actually the finish line? What if it's really supposed to be the starting line? And that really gets to the heart of the problem. Experience has shown that most groups get stuck right here in phase 3. After all that incredible work, all the new knowledge, all the trust they've built, they graduate and things just stall. That ceremony becomes the end when it was meant to be a new beginning. Just think about that for a second. All that effort, the trust, the shared knowledge, the organization they built from scratch, it's all at risk of just fizzling out if the group breaks up now. It's just too valuable to let that happen. And that brings us to phase 4. This is the solution. It's designed specifically to stop that from happening, to take everything the group has built and turn it into something that lasts, something really powerful. This is the big pivot. Phase 4 is all about making a transition. It's where the group stops being just a learning group and starts becoming a sustainable, business-minded organization. It's the move from just studying to actually sustaining, from learning to earning. So how do they do that? Well, first up is income generation. The group can take all those new skills and start actual businesses. Maybe they diversify what they grow, or they connect with microfinance groups to get a loan and scale up. The point is, they turn their new expertise into real economic benefits. Another huge step is building networks. We're talking about linking up with other FFS groups. Why? Because there's strength in numbers. When they work together, they can buy supplies cheaper and sell their products for more. Plus, they have a much, much stronger voice when they need to advocate for themselves in the wider community. And this next part is maybe the most brilliant piece of the whole puzzle: farmer-led scaling. The group can actually identify its star members and train them to become the next generation of facilitators. These second-gen teachers then go out and start brand new FFS groups. You see how that works? The whole thing starts to grow on its own. It becomes this amazing community-led system of learning that can scale up organically. Okay, so let's zoom out. What's the big picture here? What are the key things you should really take away from all this? Well, the path to real success really has 4 key steps. First, you build that solid foundation with clear rules. Second, you gain that deep hands-on expertise. But third, and this is the big one, you have to make that leap after graduation. You have to decide to keep going. Because graduation isn't the end, it's the launchpad for step 4, which is all about sustainability, generating income, and scaling up. That's where the real, lasting empowerment happens. Ultimately, when an FFS group gets this right, when they really embrace that 4th phase, they create this powerful ecosystem. You can see it here. It connects farmers, researchers, and support services into a loop, a self-reinforcing system that just keeps generating new ideas and growth. So we'll leave you with this question. Is the goal to build for a graduation day or to build for a future? Because I think the biggest takeaway here is that it's not about getting a piece of paper. It's about building a future where farmers are the experts, the entrepreneurs, and the teachers who are truly leading their own success.